Hello guys, this is our second vlog.
Hello.
And
Today.
there's William, Will, and Emma. Emma, come on.
Say hello then. Say hello. Get the big face around. There you go.
And we are at St. James the Less. This is where we are pitching our tent up. And today's the 5th of May. So you can get a brief.
Right. It's all okay. Emma, you just lie down there now. Lie down. I want you down. Lie down. Pardon me. Today's vlog is just to let you know about a collaboration that me and Nicole are undertaking. We're creating, hopefully, some beautiful artwork in the future. I'll elaborate just a little bit on this so you've got an idea of what I'm talking about. But I'll start by showing you these two pictures that have actually been damaged because they were left where milk could actually spill on them, and milk actually did. And it's it hasn't completely destroyed the pictures, but you know, you can see it's caused a big amount of damage. But I'm still going to use these two pictures to illustrate what I'm talking about with this artwork. It's about picture phonetics, you know, what the sound of what the picture is. So it actually makes a sentence. I'll explain. Here you've got an N and an F, so, and a bag of herb. So there's N, F, herb. So it's NF herb. And then here you've got a string of beads. So, you know, any one of them is a bead. So it's NF herb bead. Now we come to this girl here, and this sight is taking aim on her ass. So it's ass, and aim. So it's NF be the same, NF be the same. And then here we have a bike. So it's NF be the same, bike. And then we have a big ham. So it's enough be the same by cam. Now here, you can see it's a big windmill. And at the bottom, if you zoom in here, so you can see them, there's a little miller. So it's actually by Camilla. So it's by Camilla. And here's a cab. This is some hay. And this, scantily clad girl holding $100 bill. She's a hoe. So it's cab, hey, hoe. So it becomes never be the same by Camilla Cabello. So it's never be the same by Camilla Cabello. And the one underneath, as you can see, that ripped off and stuck on there. And it's almost destroyed this, but it's only damage to the bottom, which I'm gonna repair it all. But this one here, this is an ape, and this is a pitcher, a water pitcher. So it's a pitcher, 4. Now here there's 2, as you can see, there's a toilet here, and there's a toilet here. So it's a picture for Lou, a picture for Lulu. So that's what them two are. But it's these lines on. I want to see if I can get this close. That's it. It's okay. Yeah, you can. Up to, if you go here, you can see between each coloured line there's a white line, and it's what enables you to get all these effects, you know, such as all these here. Hang on, let's come down here. Yeah, if you look, you can see all these lines swaying across, and the effects that you can get from these lines really is, you can see it here, more here, you know. Well, I don't have to point it out. You've got eyes, so you can see what these lines, you know, do to these. But when they get put under fluorescent light, that's when these pictures become something completely and utterly different. You know, this is, it's all damaged, but when it's repaired, it's gonna look beautiful again. Same as this one. But it's these lines, like I said, you know, on here you can see, you know, lots of examples of these lines, you know, what these create on the pictures. Yeah, there's the, let's see there's the little Miller, I think. Yeah, I think he's like a little gremlin type fella or so. Not a gremlin, like a gnome or something. But anyway, he's the miller in this big windmill. And that's that picture. But I just wanted to show you these pictures so that, you know, I could show you this, which is really special. This is a birthday card that Nicole done for me. And I'll just, like, if you look, Nicole's had a go at doing these lines like I do. And she's got it in some places, if you look, like up here, coming around here. You know, she's got it really cool. Yeah, there's another good example going around there, here, there's a little corner bit here. You know, it's showing all the precision that is needed to make these pictures beautiful. And this is Nicole's very first attempt. For a first attempt, you know, it's nothing short of really, well, no, it's excellent. It's beautiful and it's excellent. You know, for a first attempt, it's brilliant. That's it. You know, but I'll show you what it means. On here, you've got a harp. And then next to the harp, you've got this here. There's a little P with a bird. So it's harp, P, bird. And then there's some hay. So it's Happy Birthday. And then down here, you know, looking a little bit somber, is actually a tomb. So it's Happy Birthday, tomb. But then this here, you know, brightens it up with this beautiful little arc. And if you look, you can see there's a couple of lions and elephants, and I think there's sheep at the back, and a couple of giraffes and tortoises, you know, on this arc. So it's a tomb arc, so it becomes Happy Birthday, tomb arc. But then here you've got a little ant. And then he's next to a toe, and then this here is a knee, and then this is a foot, so it's ant, toe, knee, foot. And my name is Mark Anthony Foot. So Nicole has done Happy Birthday to Mark Anthony Foot. And I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool, and it tells me that, you know, Nicole can just keep getting better and better at doing this, considering she's only just started it. And I've got loads of pictures that I'm going to finish, but rather than me doing the lines on them, from now on Nicole is doing the lines on them, and then it becomes a proper collaboration. Oh yeah, before I leave this picture, I want to quickly show you what was inside. What are you doing, Nicole? And it's this picture here, this writing, what it says, from Nicole. You know, let me read it quickly. Happy 60th birthday, Mark Anthony Foot. Where do I begin? First of all, words can't express how much you mean to me. Will I still love you when you're 64? Undoubtedly, I would love you no matter what. Bring on more years to rejoice and celebrate, to create beautiful memories, lots of joy and laughter. I am truly blessed to have you in my life, and can honestly say that every moment spent with you is a moment I wouldn't change for the world. Every second, minute and hour spent with you is always worth capturing, and you never cease to amaze me. Mark, you are wonderful and so special, and I'm so glad that I'm spending it with you in God's and Jesus' presence and sight. You know, now that Nicole puts it down to God and Jesus is, well, it's because she believes just like I do. Well, no, I'm not going to go into religious connotations and that. At the moment, we're here to talk about the artwork. I'm going, why is that's it, my hands are in the way.
No,
That's the sound up there.
And the camera's behind there.
Yeah, so you're pointing to there to why. Let me just explain. Me and Nicole are entering these three pictures. I'm going to quickly explain. For competitions, I'll explain what they are. This one here, you've got the hearing aid. So the word is here. And then this is a swan. So here swan, here swan. Now this here is a golfer. You can see he's got a golf club. Now he's shouting something now. What does a golfer shout? A golfer will shout, 4, F-O-R-E. So it actually becomes ear swan 4. Now at the side here, this is going to be a picture of the River Dee. It's going to be the River Dee, so ear swan 4D. And then down here, you can see this is a heart. So it's ears one for the heart. Now, in this ring, there's going to be a gem. So it's ears one for the art gem. Now, there's going to be a watch behind it. And the word is going to be min, short for mini. So it becomes gemin. It's going to be also maybe a big eye. So it's Gemini. And then a lock, getting prized open. So the word is prize. So it will actually say, here's one to win the Art Gemini prize. But this picture, there's one for this one, the Art Gemini prize. there's this one here. I'll just show you quickly. Now it's all got to be finished, but this one is to win the Sunny Art Prize, and then this one's a big one. There's an I, and then there's a number 1 and a number 2, so it's I want to. And then this here, you can see it's a doorway. Well, the word, it's in, so I want to win. I want to win. And on this piece of paper here, I'm going to draw like an IOU. So the word is going to be debt. D-E-B-T, debt. So it becomes, I want to win debt. And then here, this is a tea in. See, the diver's getting a cup of tea. So it's in. And then on his back, this is his air supply. So it's in, air. So it's debt, in, air. And then here, this little box here, it's going to be prized open with this jemmy. So the word is prize, P-R-I-S-E. So then this becomes, I want to win the Turner Prize. So this is going to be entered in the Turner Prize. Now I'm going to finish all the colours on it and make it look beautiful. And then Nicole is going to do all the beautiful lines around it to make it look even more beautiful. And that's our collaboration. You know, and all the work that I've got here. You know, Nicole's going to be working on all of it. But this picture here for the Gemini Prize, it was mad because I this ring here, I drew it on, say, the Tuesday. And it was at this same locale, just here, just around here. And the sun was shining, and I looked down on the floor, and actually this is 2 days after I drew this. 2 days later, I actually found this. Now it's a little broken pendant, but this was only about no more than 25-30 feet away from our tent. You know it, but the sun was shining down on it, and this little bit of glass, this little green piece of glass, it radiated such a little bright glow that I went over to it and I picked it up, and I was amazed. I was gobsmacked when I picked it up and looked at it, because straight away I knew what it reminded me of. And I went to the tent and I got this picture out, and I showed Nicole, and Nicole's here now. Is this?
It's true. This was last year, last
May.
Spring, yeah.
Last May, a year, almost exactly a year, but it was in the 20s. It was like the 24th or something.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, we've got it on video anyway, taken last year, so that's cool. But the amazing thing is, I got this picture out, and I put this next to it, and then it becomes just evidence how close this looks to this. You know, because if you look, it's pretty amazing. Because if you look at the size even, how is it possible that I found this pendant, not a ring, a pendant, on the Thursday, but 2 days before, this picture was already on this paper. And God knows that's the God's honest truth. You know, how it happened, I don't know. God knows, it's easy for God. You know, it's, pardon me, it's God who works in mysterious ways, not me, not anyone. It's God who works in mysterious ways. And God showed me something with this ring. You know, and I just feel that this work that me and Nicole are doing, the right people, you know, in the right places, as in the artwork, you know, in the art critics world, you know, will look on this and view it all as something, well, special, because it's a new genre. You know, there's no one else doing the work that me and Nicole are undertaking now. You know, so it's all new and fresh. It hasn't been seen before. Yeah, from the top, Nicole. Well, we showed this one, have we? This one, yeah. Oh, yeah, so... I want to show this picture, because this picture is really relevant to what I'll be doing. Now, here, you've got a fire grate. And then up here, you've got a telephone going to be sending a text. So it becomes great text. And then up here, if you come closer, you see a little woodpecker on the tree and he's pecked here. So it's a great text, pecked. And then here you've got a number 8. And this figure down here, you look at the shins. So it becomes great text pecked 8 shins, and you say it quick, and it's great expectations. So the picture is saying great expectations, and I've got the greatest expectations for this picture, because I believe it's going to be the most special picture that I've ever done. Because this picture, I'm going to take all this here, you know, all the picture itself, tidy it up, you know, detail it a little bit, and add all beautiful colours to it, so it's a nice little picture. But this is the only picture that I'll be doing the lines for. Nicole will be doing the lines on all the other pictures, but they'll all be colour. All of them will all be beautiful colours. But this one, the lines are just going to be black, because there's a sort of magic that takes place in these lines that I can't show you now, because the examples that I'd want to show you have gone. You know, all my work has always disappeared, either being stolen, or I've lost it, or I've destroyed it, or given it away, or whatever. It's all gone, except the little bit that I've got now that I'm working on. But when these lines are done in black, there's going to be lots of little pictures to be found within the confines of the lines. And they're going to be like little masterpieces, but they're going to be too small for people to actually do themselves. The details will be too fine for any man to use any kind of tool to create these pictures. These pictures are going to appear in these lines, and they're going to be from beyond, and people are going to see just how special this picture is. I don't mean me as an artist special. I'm just an artist like any other artist. But this picture itself, called Great Expectations, is giving me the greatest expectations that I have concerning my artwork. And, you know, that's it concerning that picture. I've got other pictures, not many, but I just want to show these for you here, because these are pertinent to the situation. Like this one. there's a ham and there's an ark, so it's am ark, so it's am ark. And then if you go down to this picture here, this is all stormy, but now it's gone calmer, so it becomes oh sorry, this here, this medicine bottle and the spoon indicates the word cough, so it becomes a Markov, and then this is calmer, so it becomes a Markov calmer. And then here you've got a cash register, and you use that when you're going to buy something, so it becomes a Markov calmer buy. Now my name is Mark Anthony Foot, so if you look here, you've got an X. Now that's if you can't write your name, people will say, well, leave your mark, and generally people will put an X, and that's their mark. So that is a mark. And then there's a hand, so it's mark hand. And then if you look here, this figure here, mark hand, you've got a toe, a knee and a foot, so it becomes Mark hand, toe, knee, foot, so it becomes a mark of karma by Mark Anthony Foot. So that is actually the cover for a book that I'm writing called The Mark of Karma. And this is just a picture of me two dogs, Emma and William, man. I'm gonna do something with it, but I don't know what. I've got to finish it and have ideas. Now these next couple of three pictures I've got here to show you are for celebrities. Now this picture, if you look here, you know, if you look here, you'll see this is an ear, and on here there's a swan nestled up, so it's ear swan, so ear swan. And then this is a number 4, so it's ear swan 4. Now if you look at this cow, this is his tail, and this is his ass, or ear ass. And this smell coming out here is going in his face, so you know that it's whiffed. So it becomes tail ass whiffed. See, tail ass whiffed. So it becomes ear swan 4, tail ass swift. You know, this has got to get all the beautiful lines around it, but that's going to be Nicole's job to finish it off, like all of these pictures. Next one. Now it's funny, Camila Cabello, her picture got damaged, but this was one that I done for her first, and I done it as in our name is spelt, know what I mean? But if you look down here, there's a little hen. So that's a little hen. What was it? Oh, hang on. Oh, it's the same, yeah. There's a hen. Now this cow, well, she's a heifer. She's a young cow, she's a heifer. So it becomes hen, heifer, an heifer. And then on this girl here, if you look on her neck, you can see beads. So bead, it becomes an heifer bead. Now it's the same. I know what I'm doing. Now this is more like the same principle as before, you know, the girl with the telescopic sight, it's same. So it becomes an FB, the same. And then here you've got this little bike. So it's never be the same bike, and then you've got a ham. And again, you know, you've got this little miller there. You can hardly make him out, I've got a detail, but there's a miller down there. And he's sorting the flour out, whatever. But then over here you've got the cab. But I done a bell, so it's cab bell. And then here you've got this temperature. Well, here it's right down, so the temperature is not high, it's low. So it's cabello. Well, you know, that is just how it's written. It never be the same by Camilla Cabello, but it's pronounced Cabello. But anyway, she can have any of them pictures she wants if she wants. This picture is for a friend of mine for her 2 daughters called Fatma and Husna. You know, my friend, Sweetie, you know, she's the widow of a friend of mine called Abdul. I don't know, I just want this picture to help Abdul's daughters out because he unfortunately died, you know, a few years ago, and well, he was my friend, and I'd like to do something for him and for his wife. She's my friend, and his daughters are lovely, so I want that to do something for them. This one now, there's a little rip here. William jumped on it and he actually ripped it. But when the lines get done on this, you know, because I'll put some tape behind, so when the lines go onto it, you know, you won't even be able to see that. So it's not damaged anyway. But here, this picture, if you look, this is a bird, and she sat on some eggs. So she is a female bird. So a female bird is a hen. So the word is hen. And then there's some ice. So it's ice, ice. The ice, it's in a water picture. So it's in a picture. So it says a nice picture. So it's a nice picture. And then this car, you know, it's got a blue emblem on the thing. So, you know, that sign is going to be representative of the Ford, you know, a Ford car. So it's a nice picture, Ford. Now, if you look here, you've got a Dalek. And there's other Daleks going up this hill, up into the sky, see? But who do you associate a Dalek with? Well, the answer's obvious, Doctor Who. So the word is who. So then it becomes a nice picture for who. See, for who. A nice picture for who. And then if you look here, they're going up a hill. The Daleks are going up a hill. So it becomes a nice picture a nice picture for who ill. A nice picture for who ill. And then this little frog is about to leap. And onto, this is a pair. I've done 2 of them because that's a pair. So it's leap, pair, leap, pair. So it says, a nice picture for Dua Lipa. For Dua Lipa. A nice picture for Dua Lipa. So obviously it's for Dua Lipa. And when this picture is done, it's going to be beautiful. Is that all of them now? Yeah. Oh yeah, before, hang on. I can make a smoke while I'm talking now.
And you're writing as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, in the future, this is all lots and lots of writing that I've been doing while I've been with Nicole. You know, and it's stories about, you know, what we've been doing. All these books, you know, they're not all finished. This one, you know, I've only done so much in it. But I've got the little book. Where's the little? You give me this rather than
The little one.
and the big book. Oh yeah, this little book. This is an important one. This is actually called Anticipation. And I started writing this on the 14th of December 2017. This is when me and Nicole, we're just friends, we were just becoming, you know, a couple, you know, as in developing proper feelings for each other. And this book chronicles lots of mad things that happened, you know, during the early stages of our relationship. You know, Nicole's family being totally anti us, you know, not wanting us to be together. There's bits in that, you know, interesting things. There's lots of interesting things in it. But I'm putting all these writings together and they're going to form my book, A Mark of Karma. And this book, when it's done, it's going to go out to the public, hopefully, God willing. And it's going to make money for a charity called the Karma Fund. And the Karma Fund is going to be a charity to try to alleviate the problems in Africa, in these areas where there's no water and people are dropping dead like flies in the desert. You know, they need help, they need food and water, but they need it big scale. Not Red Cross and Oxfam bringing...
Talking about flies, hoverfly, about the songs.
We can come to that. I'm letting them know about the Karma Fund, that's more important.
Yeah.
You know, it's what we're doing. The Karma Fund is designed to save lives. And as far as I'm concerned, you know, that is the crux of what me and Nicole are doing. We want to try to save them, mums and babies and brothers and sisters, aunties, uncles, mums, dads, granddads, aunties, uncles, all of them. They're all dying. And something has to happen to try to stop that. And me and Nicole are trying to set up this charity to get water, you know, from the Arctic regions where it's just going to waste. You know, icebergs just melting into the sea. We intend to get them all cut up and packaged in big plastic containers, and they can melt on transit to the destination, and people are going to be getting big plastic boxes full of water, life-giving water, you know, and some food to go with it, of course. You know, we just want to make a difference, and this would make the greatest difference to me and Nicole if it could happen. But I'm gonna tell you also now about a couple of songs. Whatever, it's not a couple of. All in all, there's going to be 10 songs in the future.
And a few days ago,
oh yeah, the other day, there was Nicole videoed a little hoverfly that was caught in the net of the tent, and I got it out, and it was only a baby hoverfly, and I think he'd fell out of the tree while he was opening his wings up and that, and he was trying to stand up, and he was all, you know, disorientated. But then he started to get his bearings, and he was on my finger for a while. You know, and he gave himself a little clean up, and his wings, you know, were properly stretched out. And then he took off. He flew away, you know, to start his life. But it just reminded me of a hoverfly that I met about 10 years, 11 years ago, when I went to the Cathedral Square here in Victoria with the intentions of writing 10 songs over the weekend. And that's what I done. But while I was sat there on the Saturday, the 15th of June, 2008 or something, you know, this little hoverfly come and landed by my finger. And I said to him, I just went, come on, put my finger by it, about half an inch away. And I turned around and got on my finger, and I was looking at it for at least a minute. But I thought that this hoverfly had just landed to die. I thought he'd lived his life, and now, you know, he was too tired to fly anymore. And he was just going to walk around for a bit, and then he's going to die. But in the end, I thought, I've got to do my pictures again. And he was on the end of my finger, and I went to blow. And say he's on the end of my finger here, I just went to blow. But as I blew, he just went onto the wind. And he just went up into the sky and disappeared. You know, just went tiny, so I couldn't see him anymore. But all the time he was going up and away. So it showed me that he was totally healthy. Now I know that hoverflies do not go to people. So I'd like to know why this hoverfly actually got on my finger and actually let me pet his back. His little hairy back. Or her little hairy back. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. But he or she allowed me to touch it. And didn't try and fly away, and only went when I went, and it blew off. But then he flew away totally happy and well. And then it was about maybe 4 weeks later, I was sat with a friend of mine called Nick, a Scottish guy, and I was telling him about what happened 4 weeks before with the hoverfly. You know, and I'd finished telling him, and it was about 5 or 10 minutes later. You know, we just sat there talking. A hoverfly lands by me. I put my finger by it, and I says to it, come on, fella. He done exactly the same as what the one done 4 weeks before. He turned around, got on my finger. And I'm looking at him, and I'm saying to him how beautiful he was. And I looked at Mick, and Mick was looking at me, and he just shook his head, because he was seeing history repeating itself from 4 weeks before. He was seeing exactly what I told him had happened, and this is all totally true. But this time, when I went to blow him, he blew off just as I was going to blow, so I didn't even need to blow him. But again, he went up into the sky and away. So he was totally, completely and utterly healthy, fit as a flea. Well, actually fit as a hoverfly. And he stayed on my finger because he wanted to. But I wrote a song about him. And in the future, me and Nicole are going to be doing this song. You know, we're going to just use whistling as a background, and it's a lovely little song. And I think people will like it, because I went to, I've got a friend, Christian, and we put some music, he put the guitar to it. You know, he learned to do the tune to it, you know, accompanying me singing. And it ended up, it was lovely. And the engineer at this little recording studio at Burnt Oak, I can't remember his name. I think it's possibly Richard. I hope it's Richard, because I'd like to have remembered his name right. Because when he was recording some songs that I'd done, when I sang The Overfly, he actually said to me, there's a fella I know in the BBC who will use this song on a TV programme without a shadow of a doubt. And he knew I didn't play music, but he gave me a guitar, you know, for me to learn, so I could be self-sufficient with me songs. But the truth is, you know, I don't want to play the guitar. I'd sooner other people, you know, created beautiful music. I just like the songs, and people can add to it, and they can add any instruments to it. I just want these songs to be beautiful, and any money that gets created by these songs, straight away, every penny, every single penny, if there's any royalties ever to be had from any of these songs, the royalties will go to the Karma Fund. Every single penny will go to the Karma Fund. If people take time out to make their song what it can be. You know, we're not going to do it on this video. You know, this is mainly just about the artwork. But, you know, we're going to wrap it up. But before I wrap it up, I feel I ought to just give a couple of shout-outs to some friends of ours for helping us in this life. You know, and I'm only concentrating now on coffee shops. I was getting coffee. You know, I used to get coffee from Leon's in Victoria Street. But now, you know, they decided to cut me off. So, you know, so I don't get coffee off them. They don't help me at all. You know, I used to think that we were friends, or at least prospective friends. But now, you know, when I look at it, you know, I've gone in there and it's being cold, and, you know, they've seen me without a coffee, and something doesn't sit right with me, because I wouldn't see anyone without a cup of coffee, never mind a friend. And if I'd been told not to give coffee to a homeless person, and I was working in a successful outlet, I don't care. I'd still be giving. And if they give me a final warning and said, look, you know, if you carry on doing it, we're going to sack, then fair enough. But no one's going to get sacked for giving me a coffee. But they just decide to be, you know, loyal to the manager, you know, who has told them not to for whatever reason. But I wrote chapter 1 of my book, but I had all people from Leon in my book, because I just wanted them to be my friends in the future. But now the truth is, I don't want that, because I could never sit in my home with Nicole and have any of these people sat in our living room, you know, drinking our coffee or our wine or our whatever, you know, and me saying, well, why exactly didn't you have the bottle? To just every now and again just say, oh, Mark, have a cup of coffee anyway. But none of them could do it. It hasn't happened. They just cut me off like I didn't exist. Well, that's okay, because what I'm doing, where I've wrote about Leon's, I've got some Tipex, and I'm actually Tipexing all the names out. I'll go into Leon's occasionally, And if I get a coffee off anyone, their name won't be texted off by the time me and Nicole get some semblance of success from our artwork and our lives change. I believe our lives will change because what we've got is too special. We've been together now for over 16 months. You know, we're stronger now than we ever were. You know, does Nicole love me too much? You know, well, not too much. But she loves me a lot. You know, and do I love Nicole? I love Nicole a lot, not too much. You know, to be honest, I don't love any people too much. I actually love my dogs more than people, because I know that my dogs are 100%, 100%. You know, without a shadow of a doubt, my dogs will never let me down, but people can always let me down like it's possible. I can let someone down. I've let many people down lots of times in my life. I tend to try not to let anyone down now, you know, but that wasn't always the case. You know, but actually, me and Nicole, we actually try to be the most decent people we can be. And that's by not hating anyone, trying to be helpful, and not using anyone. Whatever it is God is, will help us. Jesus Christ will help us. You know, and what we're going to do, I don't know how it's going to be done, but He knows. He's got the answers to it all. So I'm just going to, say to you now.
Denise and Joe.
Oh, yeah. Nicole is doing all kinds of mad faces because I never mentioned them. But here's some people who I really should mention. There's a little cafe on Warwick Way called Cafe Mignon, and it's run by Joe and his wife Denise. Now these two people are two really nice people, and they've got good hearts. I know this, and they'll always give us a cup of coffee if we need a cup of coffee. So God bless Joe and Denise. And almost next door to their cafe, you've got a Cafe Nero, and in there there's a handful of people. There's the security, who I think is a nice guy. His name's Farhead. But working behind the counter, you know, there's a few people, but lots of them are, well, basically, they're not as nice as what they could be. But the ones who are, their names is, you've got a guy who works in Cafe Nero, but he also works in a boutique in Harrods as well. And his name is Omar, and he is a really cool guy. You've got Zoltan. Zoltan's from Hungary, and he's got 2 jobs. He works, got so many hours, you know, but he's always smiling and on top of his game. And Zoltan is a really cool guy. And then you've got you've got Michelle, Maria, and Simone. You know, they're the 3 girls there who stand out as decent girls and would give someone a cup of coffee if they needed them. You know, they're not tight bastards like the rest of them who work there. And that's the truth. Oh, and Keane. There's a little coffee shop called Keane, and it's run by Eduardo, and he's got a couple of girls who works for him, Katja and Kinga, and these will always give me a cup of coffee if I go in for a cup of coffee. Without fail, I'll get an hello and do you want a latte, Mark? You know, they're just nice people. I don't take advantage. I only get one latte. I just go in for one latte. I'm not taking the piss out of no one. But anyway, them people are people who I would like to be sat in mine and Nicole's living room in the future, chatting and laughing and having a good time, because I know that these people are fine, decent people and actually do give a shit about us. Well, all that said now, I'm gonna close this video and we're gonna do another one soon with the song The Hoverfly, and it's not going to be a long one next time. It's really going to be just for the song, and that's going to be done within the next couple of weeks. So you'll be able to hear this song, and hopefully someone in the music business with the music know-how will be able to do something with this song and, well, help save a few lives in Africa. So until then, mind you, I'm gonna hold the camera now, and I'm sure Nicole has got a couple of thoughts that she'd like to speak to you, because she's just been doing all the filming, so she hasn't been talking, so she can do a little bit of talking now.
Okay, to be honest, I'm not really much of a camera person, and to be honest, I haven't got much to say, but I'm just glad I've got everything on the camera and everything's gone right. And I just want to say I'll see you in the next vlog, and we'll have hopefully some pictures done and you can see the progress, and we'll just keep you posted. And I'm going to post the hoverfly video after this video's posted, but just to bear in mind that was a few days before this one was posted.
Yeah.
But we're just posting this one first.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say bye, and I'll see you in the next vlog. And Will, I'm just gonna say bye.
I'm going, where's Willie?
Let's get his paw. Bye bye.
Bye bye, Will. And
Emma.
Bye bye.
See you in the next vlog, guys.
Okay, and I'll just say goodbye from me. And thanks for your time. Peace out, people, and God bless.